Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Teachers That Sparkle, the place where you get a little nugget of information each and every week to help you be the very, very best you can be in your classroom. This week, I want to talk to you a little bit about getting ready for this second semester. I was talking to my daughter this morning on her way to work, and today was her first day back. And she was telling me how she didn't sleep last night. And I sat there for a moment and just remembered those days going back from a long break, summer break and Christmas break in particular, and how all of the nerves and all the anxiety is like building up and building up and building up because you're getting back in the routine. You're getting back to the stressors and the all the decisions that you're having to make every day and the whirlwind of what happens in the world of education each day. And I was just thinking, I don't know if we ever really step back and really think about it. But, and this is my message for today, this second semester is going, right? We are not going to be able to stop time. It's going to keep coming along. It's here. We're back. We're ready to rock and roll. And this one always tends to be the one that's a little more intense than the other. Maybe in a little bit of a different way, but nonetheless, testing and making decisions about students moving to the next grade and all of the grading and parent conferences, and then thinking about what's happening with your contract and then what's happening with your next assignment, and still trying to wrap up this year, but starting to plan and think about what's happening in your next year. So many things coming at you. So today, I just wanted to have a quick moment to just remind all of us that let's not go into this second semester all willy-nilly. I know that's an old word, and some of you young people out there are probably going, oh my gosh, she is old. And yes, I am. But it really means let's not be fluttering around, right? Let's make sure that we're prepared at home. Let's make sure that we're prepared at school. Let's make sure that we give ourselves opportunities to decompress every day, not just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and not just on the weekend, but to give yourself a moment of something. For me, I've shared this before. It was working out for me. If I had a good workout at the end of a hard day, even though I was tired. And let me just tell you, the struggle is real when you drive, right? So you leave school, you're in your car sitting for a while. I always had to drive anywhere between 40 and 20 and 40 minutes, just depending upon the year. And you get out of that car and you get home and you're thinking that bottle of wine is calling your name, or the couch, or Netflix, and especially on these colder days, right? Your dog wants to cuddle. But if you just get yourself right to it, that's going to be something that's really going to be powerful for you if you choose to exert yourself in a physical way to try to keep yourself controlled with your self-care. Also, let's make sure that we're eating well. You know, one or two little changes in our diets can have a huge effect. And I don't want you to do what the typical American does. I don't know about other countries. I can only speak about the United States, but the typical American, we go into these new years, these new times, these new starts, right? And we think the harder I go, the faster I'm going to get to my destination. For example, weight loss. How many people do you know out there, or maybe you're one of them? If I do 2 workouts a day, when I haven't been doing any workouts, 2 workouts a day, 5 days a week, then I'm going to lose the weight really fast. And I'm going to get in the habit a whole lot quicker. And it's going to become my new norm. And I'm going to tell you what it's guaranteed to do for you. Wear you out. You've not been at that level before, and I promise you, it's not going to be fun. You're going to get 2 or 3 weeks in and you're going to quit. And you won't just cut back, you'll quit, because that's what we do. Let's take small steps. So thinking about your health again, eating better. Let's not say I'm going on this completely restrictive diet and I'm only having cabbage and water. I know, again, a sign of my age, but cabbage and water, no, that's not going to be appropriate. So maybe you think about less soda. Maybe you think about, let me eat a meal at each sitting. Or maybe I'm going to start controlling my portions. Or maybe cut back on some sugar. Or maybe 1 glass of wine in the night instead of 4. Or maybe you get the point, right? So I don't want you to go 0 to 60. I want you to go with 1 or 2 small changes that can help you with your self-care. The other thing that I want you to think about doing is spending time with your people. I know that after the pandemic, especially, this became something where many of us got to a place where we were very comfortable being alone. But we need social health. We crave social interactions. And I know you're going to come home and your brain is tired. You've answered 20,000 questions that day. You've been talking to little people all day. You just want some peace and quiet. Then control that. But you still need to be able to have conversations with your kids, with your partner, with your friends, with your loved ones, whatever it is. Limit, control it, put boundaries in, but don't just give them up completely. You will find that this is going to rejuvenate your soul. It really will. You'll have conversations about things you want to talk about, not just answering questions from little people all day. Now, I'm on a soapbox, I know, and I'm going to get off of it, but I really do want you to be set up to be able to round this year out with the most successes possible. We get into that Christmas break, we really focus on our self-care, or if you're like some people I know, and I don't know if you're watching this recording or not, but some people don't focus on their self-care around the holidays. They work harder because they're trying to do all of the things. But nonetheless, we come back to school and we forget about everything that we're doing. So let's make a change. Let's stand up together and let's say, I'm going to put that boundary in place. I'm going to give myself some physical activity. I'm going to do some self-care. I'm going to make sure I'm better prepared so I'm not scrambling at the last minute. I'm going to make my social health a priority. Not all of them, but just take 1 or 2 things. All right, guys, that's everything I have this week for Teachers That Sparkle. Hopefully it was a little something that you can think about so that you can implement it into your own life and your own world. And don't forget, if you do need some extra help, my life coach certification has been something that really has made me realize things that go on within each of us each and every day that I guess I never thought about before. I was kind of on that path of let's just go, let's just get things done. But sometimes having a coach on your side can really be helpful. Having a support, having that cheerleader, having somebody as just as a sounding bar. And I do offer coaching services to teachers. They're a little discounted as compared to my other services. But if that's something you think, oh my gosh, I'm going into the 2nd semester and I need someone, we can tailor the package exactly to what your needs are. Reach out to me and we can have a conversation and see if it would be a good fit. All right. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you right back here next week on Teachers That Sparkle.